Hey everybody, welcome to Cali Cluckers. Today we're going to be building a chicken brooder for under $200. No tools, no supplies, we're starting completely from scratch. Join us. Hey everybody, so I'm rebuilding the brooder today because our chickens are getting kind of stacked up here in the smaller brooder that we have. They've clearly outgrown it here. Sorry for the camera shake. And so I'm going, that's about a 4 foot by 2 foot brooder. And these are the older chicks that we have right now. They're about 3 weeks old. And so the brooder I'm going to build for them now is it's about an 8 foot by, it'll be an 8 foot by 4 foot brooder. And they'll have some more space to move around. And I'm going to tape the process here, record the process so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. Okay, so we've got some 2 by 2 by 8 foot posts. And I've taken some of those and cut them into 4 foot posts. And then cut them a couple more into quarters. So we've got the 2 foot posts there. That'll be the side of the frame, the siding of the frame, I guess is, I'm not a builder, so I guess you would call that the sides of the frame. Down here and here, I got what are like fence boards. And they are, I guess that's about, they're 6 feet long, and I want to say that's about 6 feet wide by maybe an inch deep. And then here is the base, if I can give you a better angle of that. This is a 4 by 8 foot piece of plywood. Since I'm building completely from scratch, I had to get a drill, chicken wire, some bits. In here I've got a staple gun, some screws, staplers. I've been here for, wife and I have been out here for about, what, an hour? And we're making progress slowly. I'll show you what we've got here. Not a whole lot. We've glued the 2 by 2 by 8s and the 4 footer. Obviously, what you can see here, the side and the top and bottom of the brooder. It actually took us a while to figure out how to use the drill we just bought. But we finally figured it out. Things are going a little bit more smoothly. I think we'll start moving here pretty quick. Okay, so we're making a little progress. It's been about, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes since the last update. We're finding our groove. That's my wife in the background. Let's see where we're at here. So we built some small walls around the base. We're gonna double this up. This will come up another, I think that's a 6-inch board. It'll come up another 6 inches, and then we'll start to build out the sides of our frame. 72 hours later. No, I think we're at least a few hours in. And we've got the frame done. So I think the hardest part is out of the way right now. We're gonna put the chicken wire around it. And then we've got to tie in the top of the cage, and then we've got to build a lid, which we'll probably do tomorrow, and then we'll call it good. Back at it, day 2. Last night we were able to get the posts all up in the frame. We started attaching the chicken wire and then gave up for the night. So this morning we're attaching more chicken wire. We just finished the chicken wire around the box, and now we're going to apply the top of the cage here, and then after that we'll build a lid. It's proving a little difficult to keep up with these updates. We've got the whole frame built out. We're working on the lid, wrapping chicken wire over the top right now. And then I think we'll be done. We're gonna blow it out because there's a lot of debris at the bottom. And then we'll fill the bottom with pine pellet, and then load the chickens up. All right, I'm proud to say we finished the job. Everything turned out great. We're getting ready to move them in here. We've got this all filled up with pine on the bottom, pine pellets. We didn't want to use cedar on this. We've heard bad things about cedar. So next up is the move. Oh, and we've got to move the big ones here. These guys are about 3 weeks. And then we've got little ones here that are about a week old. So we're gonna move them. We've got one that we're nursing right now. She's doing a lot better, so everybody's making the move.
That's a good girl. Check out your space. It's so big. Calm down. You're okay. Look at so much room. So much more room. There's more room. Oh, you're the last one left. Come on. There you go. I'm so happy.
Here's a quick recap of the steps we took to build the brooder. We took the 8x4 piece of plywood. We glued the 2x2x8s to it, and then we screwed the 2x2x8s into the plywood. Next, we took the fence boards and nailed those into place into the 2x2x8s. And then from there, we took another 2x2x8 set of 2x2x8s and nailed those into the fence posts. From there, we actually nailed the more 2x2x8s to the tops of these posts. That created the top of the enclosure. Then we wrapped chicken wire and stapled it in place, wrapped it around the whole enclosure. Then we created a little lid, and everything is just screwed into place. Everything's been screwed in or stapled in, except for the very bottom that was glued in and screwed in. And that was it. Now remember, like a lot of you out there, we're not a very handy couple. We don't keep a ton of tools lying around, so everything that you saw in the video was purchased before we did this project. We bought a few tools and all of the parts that we needed to put the brooder together we purchased. Everything was bought for under $200 total, and it took us about maybe 4 to 6 hours to build this thing completely. So you can do it too for a really inexpensive price. It's a lot cheaper than you'll find online, and I think a lot more sturdy, a lot more reliable than you'll find as well. So good luck. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and we're happy to help. Thank you.